Patric Hornqvist returns tonight, and God, that trade has happened. I mean, it happened a year ago, but it feels like it happened so much longer ago. He was the first player that I ever got to autograph this jersey. But, you know, I love him. I love him to death. He's a two-time Stanley Cup champion with the Penguins, but I think the Penguins won the Patric Hornqvist for Mike Matheson trade.
What? Yeah, it's not even close, but Panthers won that trade. What are you thinking?
Oh, hey, Fluffy. I'm going to disagree with you there. Matheson, he's younger. He's a defenseman, which I would think would be more valuable than an aging forward, an aging veteran forward. And he's just been so good for us. He's been so good offensively. He's good at jumping up on the play offensively. And he's going to be a good player in this league. And the Penguins are lucky to have him.
Look, Matheson was so bad, I got $56 selling a cereal box that made fun of the kid. That's pretty bad, all right?
Yeah, but Matheson, no. Matheson's really good defensively, despite what some people think about him, okay? He's good at getting the first pass, and no, I'm going to disagree with you there. No, he's a good player. He's been good all season. Last year, he was great paired up with Cody Ceci. Yeah, that was a good pairing last year, Matheson and Ceci. No, I'm disagreeing with you there.
Look, I get it. You want to like the kid. But just his contract alone ends this discussion. We traded away one of the worst contracts in the NHL for our power play specialist.
So what? Hornqvist is a pending UFA, and Matheson still has a lot of years left on his contract. He's a good young defenseman, and he's coming into his own. He's going to be one of the Penguins' top 4 defensemen, maybe as soon as next year, because Kris Letang is a pending UFA. But no, he's a good player. I don't know. Matheson's great.
All right, now you're just pissed off that we beat you guys in the 96 conference finals. That ain't right, man. That is not right, Owen. That is just wrong. That is just wrong. You're picking at old wounds.
We're back. Let's review. Victory puppies. You ever been to a hockey game? Shoot the puck! Yes! I'm David Morehouse. We got the Pittsburgh.
I love the Pittsburgh Penguins. Penguins win a game in the shootout. There's a sentence I haven't said in a while. And the Penguins beat the best team in the NHL statistically. Not really. Because the Penguins are now the best team in the NHL as they defeat the Florida Panthers 3-2 in the shootout. Jeff Carter with your overtime shootout goal. And this is a good game. Patric Hornqvist returned tonight. That was awesome. Did a little skit with Fluffy there at the beginning. But in all reality, I love Patrick. You guys know that. I love Patric Hornqvist. He's the best. And my little exercise of the night is pretty much just going over what he did in his 6 years in Pittsburgh. The trade, which happened on September 24th of 2020, so it's been over a year now, but this is the first time that Hornqvist has played in Pittsburgh, and Matheson has just played against the Panthers in general because he was hurt last game. The trade was Sevier and Matheson for Hornqvist, and Patric Hornqvist is amazing in his time in Pittsburgh. The Cups speak for itself. The 2 clinching Cup goals, whatever you want to call them, he had the empty net in 2016 against the Sharks, and then the behind the net goal in 2017 against Pekka Rinne and the Predators. And he's got the name on the cup twice, and I love him. He's such a great guy. In his time in Pittsburgh, in the 6 years that he was in Pittsburgh, he was third third in the 6 years for the Penguins in goals. Third, with a team that has Crosby and Malkin on it, and Guentzel and Kessel in that time period. He was third in goals with 132. He also had 132 assists, so literally even there. And that ranked him 5th. Points, 264th. He's 5th in that time span. Again, points, you got to think of all the big players that have been in the Penguins in that time span. Kessel, Malkin, Crosby, Letang, Guentzel, even Rust, Justin Schultz even, Carl Hagelin. He was 3rd in plus minus, 4th in penalty minutes, 3rd in power play goals, 2nd in shots, and then 1st in hits with 868. Got his name on the Stanley Cup twice. My PFR question of the night. What is your favorite Patric Hornqvist memory? For me, it's got to be the time where I actually met him because, that's unique to me. He was the first modern Penguin that I met, and I met him my freshman year of Robert Morris here, and yeah, he's such a good guy. He said to me, "It's good to see you," like as if he knew who I was, which he didn't know who I was, just another fan, but that implies that he was expecting me, whatever. Love him. Anyways, the Penguins won tonight. It was Military Appreciation Night. Thank you to all the veterans that are out there. Marcus Pettersson and Chad Ruhwedel returned in this game. Marcus Pettersson did not stay long, though, as he left in the first period, and he was out for the remainder of the game. He is being reevaluated right now because, of course, pretty much the thing that right out the bat jumped ahead of me in this game was that the Florida Panthers are good, man. Holy crap, they are fast. Off the rush, they got some weapons, every time I saw Huberdeau or Barkov or Duclair come off the rush, I got a little scared because they are dangerous off the rush, and that's where they score all their goals. Their defensemen are so good at coming up in the plate. Mackenzie Weegar's good. Well, who the hell is this guy? Mackenzie Weegar, he's good. And then Aaron Ekblad, in my opinion, is, I don't know, top 5 NHL defenseman, maybe top 3. He's so underrated. And Barkov, again, same thing, top 5 NHL players. He's so good. The Penguins and Panthers in the first period there just went back and forth, and then run and gun hockey finally broke loose. Teddy Blueger scores. Kris Letang set up that play. And, there's the argument for him with the Norris and the Team Canada. It's not going to happen, but we in Pittsburgh know how much Kris Letang means to this team. Again, he had another night where he just played over an episode length of a TV show, over 25 minutes, and he's been incredible for the Penguins this season. He deserves more recognition. But how long can he keep this up? He's 34 and contract year. When does John Marino take over that workload? When does Pierre-Olivier Joseph start to come in? He was a scratch in this game. I didn't go over the lines, but there was some switching. Let me go over the lines real quick. Aston-Reese and Heinen switch, so that's interesting. And then, as I mentioned before, Pettersson and Ruhwedel come back. Friedman stays in, though, which is interesting, over Joseph and Ricola. So Joseph and Ricola. Joseph's still a scratch. He's still at the NHL level, but Fedun, who was called up for an emergency basis, and Ricola were both sent down. So Ricola's done. He's not going to be in the NHL for the Penguins unless there's injuries. It's pretty much over with him. The Panthers tied up late in the first period. Frank Vatrano scores that goal. In the second period, there was more run-and-gun hockey, and it was only a matter of time before, as Bob Berry called it, a team would score off of the line rushes, because it really just seemed like that. This was a fast and fun game to watch. The Penguins end up scoring off of those line rushes, and Evan Rodrigues gets a mini breakaway, and he buries it. And Evan Rodrigues didn't have a good game until this point, in my opinion. He had some rough plays. He had some bad passes, again, with him, he doesn't make the smart plays that I see out of, other players. His hockey IQ is not that good, but he's talented and he can score, and he did. And the Penguins are up 2-1 in this one. The Penguins' penalty kill tonight was stellar. That's my first star of the night, even though this is my YouTube channel, so I can cheat on this. I don't have to name a specific player for my 3 stars. So my first star is the Penguins' penalty kill as a unit. Brian Boyle looked great. Brock McGinn, Zach Aston-Reese looked good tonight. The players that you don't notice. John Marino had a game tonight. They didn't show up that much on the score sheet. The Penguins' penalty kill cannot be overlooked. Alexander Barkov was left alone in the slot for about 0.3 seconds, and that's all it took because he scored and he tied up this game, and all of a sudden this game is a tie game. And despite how good the Penguins played in this one, still tied, and we head to overtime, but not before or not after Anthony Duclair almost gets the go-ahead goal. He does for a brief second, and then it's challenged. It is deemed offsides. Good call by both the Penguins staff on the bench and acting head coach Todd Reardon to call that offsides and challenge it, and also Brock McGinn, who was the guy that was like, nope, that's offsides. I know for a fact because I was right there. And Duclair doesn't score. And we go to overtime. And again, I don't even know how to recap an overtime. Overtime's just pure chaos. And there was no goal scored in it. Tristan Jarry and Sergei Bobrovsky looked both amazing tonight. And we head to a shootout. Jeff Carter gets the shootout winner. Tristan Jarry played good in the shootout for once. And the Penguins win this one 3-2. This is a massive win for the Penguins, who have, entering this game, had only one win in their last 6 games. And that changes now as they beat the best team in the NHL statistically. It's a big win for the Penguins. They go back on the road here up against the Senators on Saturday, and then they have a back-to-back in Washington. So we'll see how they do against those. Be sure to check out the Florida Panthers and Flying Fluffy's channel. He does essentially Florida Panthers fan reactions on his channel, and thank him for crossovering with me. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. This is a big win for the Penguins. My 3 stars of the night: the penalty kill, Bobrovsky, and Letang. And like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys all in the next video.